Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Patreon podcast. This week I wanted to talk briefly about rewarding your own efforts. This is something that I am doing right now, actually. I just finished episode 400 of the 2-Hour Track Challenge a couple days ago, and leading up to that was a lot of work, actually. I was chopping up the sample pack, which ended up being like 450 samples, and I was managing the release of that sample pack, which I haven't done in like a year and a half, and the release of season 18, and I was just juggling a bunch of stuff, and honestly, I'm wiped out. So instead of just diving right into the next project, which is organizing the Orphans album, I'm just going to take a weekend off and try to relax. And yeah, I still have a to-do list, and if I feel like the urge to work on something, I know what I'm going to be working on, but my goal is to not worry about that as much and to just like try to take it easy and just relax for, once in my life. So I think that, it's really easy to get wrapped up in the work of things and to have these really ambitious goals, and you don't really think about your mental health or your ability to maintain that pace. And I think that one thing that you got to do is just factor in breaks and rest and kind of rewarding the release and making sure that you have time to recover, because otherwise you won't recover and then it'll just get worse and worse. And I've been learning that this year during my very ambitious release schedule where like it's September, and I think the season 18 was my 8th release this year, 7th or 8th. Either way, like I've been putting something out every month all year, and while it's very satisfying to do that, and I'm glad that I can get more stuff out into the world that way, it's just a lot of mental load. And if you're not, taking that into account, all of a sudden, like, it's just drudgery, and it's just really hard to find that momentum and that drive to keep going on this project. And I'm coming to the point where it's just like I'm going to be pushing stuff out. I decided that I'm not going to do the National Solo Album Month this year, just because I have been so slammed with stuff, and I don't think I can cram another album in there anyway, because like I released season 18 today. Next month is the Orphans album. November is season 19, and then December is the Cozy EP. So it's like I have releases for the rest of this year, and I cramming another album in there, unless by some stroke of magic everything else comes together really quickly and November is free for me. I'm just gonna try to take it a little bit more easy, and I'm already looking at my Trello board and rearranging 2024 because I don't want to repeat this again. I don't think I could repeat this again. I want to focus on game development and a bunch of other things, and if I am hammering on this much music constantly, I just won't have time to do anything else. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I think that it's really important to take a break, and I haven't really taken breaks. So that's what I'm doing. I took this Friday off. I'm actually recording this at 8:59 right now, so this is going live like right after I finish recording. But yeah, I took Friday off, and Monday is a holiday, so I have a 4-day weekend, and I'm just gonna try my best to relax and kind of do things away from the computer and just vibe for a little bit. And I think it'll be good, but man, this year has been a lot, and it's all self-inflicted, and I really need to. I learned a good lesson this year, and I learned a couple good lessons. One of them is that I can do this. I can put out a lot of music very quickly, but the other lesson that I learned is that I shouldn't. So I'm going to take that knowledge going forward, and then we can keep making things just at a more sustainable pace. So yeah, take breaks, understand your limits, and really celebrate the releases when you do have them, because that is just really important. So that's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for listening and being a Patreon subscriber. I really genuinely do appreciate it. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. Excuse me, a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Be remarkable.